Hey there folks, welcome back to a new adventure. I'm back here again at Catawba, Virginia. This is the area where I hiked Dragon's Tooth earlier this year. And today my challenge is to hike a really fun and awesome trail called McAfee Knob. This is a trail that I've been wanting to hike already for about a year, and the length of today's trail is going to be about 8 miles with elevation of about 1,800 feet. It's such a beautiful autumn day today. As you can see, I'm right next to the road here, so you might hear a lot of cars. But I'm really excited and looking forward to challenge myself and enjoy this beautiful trail today. So I got everything I need in my backpack. I've packed some lunch, packed some water, some tea, even brought some snacks and fruit. And I'm just basically ready to explore this trail. The one thing that I need to be cautious about on this trail is that I've heard that this trail might have some bears, possibly. I did bring my bear spray just in case, but I just gotta be cautious, gotta be smart, and just be smart. That's it, Anyway, I'm ready to go ahead and explore this trail. So if you guys are ready, let's have a great adventure. Well folks, just want to say that it's great to be back here in the nature, hiking in this beautiful autumn scenery. As you can see, everything is like golden around me, but man, it's just unbelievably beautiful. It's hard to describe how beautiful and relaxing it is. So right now the trail is surprisingly going down, but I know the challenge is up ahead. I am walking on the Appalachian Trail. Looks like there might be two ways to hike this trail. It looks like there might be a fire road that you can take, or the Appalachian Trail. I'm just taking the normal route, the Appalachian Trail, and hopefully it will bring me to a beautiful view. I have never hiked this trail before. It'll be my first time, and I've heard good things about it, but wow, what a beautiful trail it is. I might stop soon and get a water break, but I'm kind of even getting hot. I was thinking I'm going to be cold. I even brought a hat and some gloves thinking that I might be cold because of the wind, you know, but wow, right now I feel perfect. Like, it feels like it's 70 degrees. That's how it feels like. So let's continue down this trail and let's see some more beautiful views. All right folks, decided to take my first water break and to take off my hoodie because I am hot. So let's do that. Backpacks are such a great thing. If you want to take off your hoodie, you have a place to put it, so I love it. When I was hiking Big Run in the last video, I only brought one water bottle, and this time I brought two. I got one and I got another one in my backpack because this is a longer hike. This is 8 mile, probably going to take me 10 miles, I'm guessing, and it is more elevation gain, so I can't prepare today. Let's do this. Wow, just everywhere I look, cannot get enough of the scenery. Just so beautiful. I see different colors. I see the yellow, orange, dark, you know, red, things like that. So I'm really enjoying this hike so far, guys. I'm being honest, but this might change very shortly when the uphill is about to start. So let's keep going, folks. Well folks, the hard part is about to begin, the challenge, the uphill. It's going to be, when I looked at the map, it's pretty cool. It looks like an actual mountain. It's like a triangle, up and then it's like down. So this is going to be a legit, like a real mountain hiking experience today, you know? Well folks, we got about a mile left before we reach the summit, but wow, I am so surprised. This is actually easy. This incline that I was thinking that is going to be difficult is actually very easy. I cannot believe it, because this hike is longer and has a lot more incline, almost maybe double as the last hike, but because the incline is very gradual, it's not like really crazy incline, you know? This is actually very doable. I am very sweaty out as of the moment, but it's doable. All right, let's keep going, guys. We're gonna be there soon. Hooray, folks! As you can see, we have made it to McAfee Knob. I'm joking. McAfee Knob. I actually brought some tea with me today. I didn't bring any coffee, but gonna go get some rest right now, eat some food, re-energize, and enjoy the beautiful scenery. And we're gonna slowly head back down. So let's do this. All right, my friends, it is time to eat some lunch. I am very hungry, and let me show you real quick what I brought with me today. Don't laugh at this though, please don't laugh at this. This is the only reason I did this, is to keep my food from not falling in my backpack. So, yep, there we go. I brought a plate full of sandwiches. I know, but, oh yeah, there's some onions stuck to it as well. But the reason I did this, because that way when it's in my backpack, it doesn't shake, it doesn't spill. So, and of course I got to protect it from the bears, you know what I mean? So here we go. This is what I have in my sandwich. Got some cucumbers, got some Russian salami. No, wait a second, sausage. I keep forgetting, I'm hungry. Got some German bread, sourdough bread, got some Russian sausage, got some cucumbers, and I got 3 of those same sandwiches. Well, if you count a half, I got 6 mini sandwiches. So, and then for the fruit snack, I brought some delicious oranges that are cut and ready to eat. Smell great. Let's put that to the side. As promised, I brought some fresh Earl Grey black tea that I made fresh this morning. Cannot wait to drink this as well. All right, folks, here we go. This hits the spot so good. Let's go ahead and try some of our Earl Grey tea. That's right, guys, it's McAfee Knob, not McAfee Knob. There's no such feeling as drinking fresh hot tea on top of a beautiful mountain. As y'all can see, I had to put my hoodie on as well and got a hat because it's a little bit more colder now. And what made it cold is all that sweat, makes my body cold, because when the wind hits it, it makes it cold. So that's why I had to put my hoodie on and my hat as well. And I would say the last mile is what was the most challenging for me on this hike. It was a good steady incline. I really enjoyed that. I'm glad it wasn't like crazy steep, it was just a steady incline. And the last mile, I would say, is what was the most difficult part for me. That's where I took the most breaks. All right, so the sandwiches were delicious. Now let's try some of our oranges. And first, I need a fork. Thankfully, I have one today. The reason I brought a fork to eat oranges, because I don't want to get my hands dirty and then they'll be sticky all the way down. You know what I mean? Really good. Not too sweet, not too sour. This is how we're gonna beat the cold, with oranges and vitamin C. Well, folks, I've been enjoying my time here so far. It's been a really peaceful, relaxing time. I've just been enjoying the quietness and just the beautiful views. This is one of the best views I've actually seen in a long time. Highly recommend this hike, guys. If you haven't been to McAfee Knob, definitely check it out. So far, it's 10 out of 10. Really love it. Exceeded my expectations. And before I head back down, I wanted to show you something. Check this out, guys. You won't believe it, but look. I have this tract that our church produces. It is called The Way to Heaven from Virginia. And it tells, somebody who reads it how to get to heaven. And if you read, for example, the first sentence says here, with so many religions all claiming to be the way to heaven, how can we know the right way to God? The answer is simple. The way to God and the way to everlasting life in heaven is not through a religion or through a church. The way to God is a person. That person is Jesus. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. John 14:6. And you can read it and it'll walk you through the plan of salvation, how to be saved. And this is really cool. I can't believe it. Like, I've been hiking so many times, but This is the tract that has McAfee Knob on it, as you can see. Check this out. How cool is that? Super cool. I wanted to read you guys also a verse from the Bible that's written in Psalm 37 verse 7 to encourage you and to help you in your life, hopefully. And this verse has also helped me in my life, and just it's a reminder for me to rest in God. And that's what I want to read to you guys today. So check this out. This is written in Psalm 37 verse 7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospered in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Let me read it one more time. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospered in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. This is so interesting to me because the person who wrote these words is King David. And as you guys know, maybe not, is King David. He had a lot of enemies. And one example I'll give you is that he always, not always, but he was running away from King Saul. King Saul was trying to kill him. And he was trying to run away from him, hide so that Saul would not find him. But what's so ironic is that Saul, through all those years, was not able to find him, was not able to capture him, was not able to kill him. But King David, I think he had, if I'm not mistaken, 2 opportunities to kill King Saul. On the other hand, ironically, you might ask, how is that possible? The answer is what King David says here. He says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Even though King David had enemies and he had trouble and he was running and he was anxious and worried. By the way, the word fret means to be anxious or to be worried. And that's what it says here. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not, basically. Don't be anxious or be worried about, don't make yourself worried because of him who prospered in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. And devices is another word for plans. So, there's a lot of people like Saul. He had wicked plans. He had evil plans to kill, King David, who was a righteous man, but God protected him and God gave him rest. And this is a lesson that King David is trying to teach us. He said, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. A lot of times, we as humans, we just get anxious, we get worried, we get stressed because this world is very stressful. And it's, just look at the news. There's a lot of stressful and anxious things happening in this world, but the only way we can have peace and the only way we cannot be anxious is to rest in the Lord. And the first thing we need to do in order to rest in the Lord is we need to trust in the Lord. Because if we don't trust in the Lord, how can we rest in the Lord, right? This is something I've learned in my life, is that number one, God is real, right? So if you know that God is real, then that means you can trust in him. And I put my trust in God, and that gives me peace and that gives me a rest in the Lord. Even though things might go not as planned, even though things, around me can fail or just, go bad, but God is there with me at all times, And that's what I want to tell you as well, my friend. If you don't have Jesus in your heart, if you're not resting in him, if you're just worried every day, thinking about every little thing in your life, I just want to encourage you to come to Jesus. I'm serious. Come to him. He's the one who can give you rest. There is a Bible verse that says, come ye, all ye that are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Jesus is the one that can give us rest, In my life, I try to practice the balance between work and between rest, because it's very important. Because rest, it helps you re-energize. It helps you focus on things. Even when I hike, as you guys know, I try to take breaks. This is one of the biggest lessons I've learned, is that a lot of times when we're hiking, we just want to go, but you need to take breaks. You need to drink water. And same thing in spiritual life. We need rest. We need rest in the Lord, and only God can provide that. So if you're not saved today, my friend, if you're anxious today, what are you waiting for? The solution is in Jesus. Come to him today and he will give you rest. All right, folks, so as you can see, I'm heading back down the trail to the car. Now the path should be easier because now it's going to be hopefully downhill. There's still going to be some areas where I still need to climb up just a little bit, but hopefully in the next two hours or so I'll make it back to the car right when the sun will hopefully set. So that was such a great hike, such a cool view. I believe the elevation was about 3,000 some feet. Also, I've not seen any bears, which is good. I asked one of the people at the overlook, I'm like, how many times have you been here? He said, I think like 3 times, multiple times. And I'm like, have you seen any bears here? He's like, no. Even if you do, they're gonna run away anyway. So alright folks, I have made it to the signage here, and the signage says here, fire road that way, or to road 311 parking that way. So should we take the easy way or the hard way? You know me, we're gonna take the hard way. Go back the same way we came. Let's go. Well, look at there folks, what I found here. Found this sleep shelter. Looks like it's a pretty cool little home. It says 2 nights maximum you can sleep. You got, you know, all the essentials, wood, table, and a beautiful place as well. So just wanna get a sip of tea and we're gonna continue trekking back. One more thing I did wanted to add that I forgot to mention is that I did not know this, but McAfee Knob is the most photographed spot in the entire Appalachian Trail, so that's pretty cool. Alrighty, okie dokie, let's do this. Well folks, as you can see, I have made it back to the end of the trail, back to my car. I hiked the total distance today of 10.85 miles, a total ascent of 2,155 feet, and a total time of 7 hours, 6 minutes. So as you guys have seen, this was a really fun adventure. I really enjoyed it. One of the best hikes I've done so far this year. I'm gonna go ahead and start heading back home now. Surprisingly, there's still like maybe 10-15 cars still in the parking lot. This is a very popular hike. A lot of people are hiking this trail. But before I go, I just want to leave you with one note. The note I want to leave you is what that tract that I showed you says, is that the way to heaven is not through a religion or a church. It's through a person, Jesus Christ. Jesus said he's the way, the truth, and the life. And he's the one that can give us rest in our souls and in our life. So I encourage you today, my friend, if you don't know Jesus, come to him, because he's the one who will truly give you rest and peace in your heart. I truly hope you enjoyed watching this adventure. I really enjoyed this hike. It was one of the best ones I've done so far this year, one of the best views as well. If you haven't done this hike, definitely recommend it. Just bring plenty of water. I literally finished already 2 bottles of water. So thank you for watching this adventure, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. God bless.